Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to this channel. Thank you all for your support. Messages for Gemini. Gemini people. Winter. Okay, interesting vibes. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe you're falling in love with your work at this time. Let's see. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini people. In placement. Sagittarius energy again. They could also be a Sagittarius. Just somebody born in the winter months, maybe. Gemini, Gemini. You know, Gemini sextiles, I believe, Aquarius, which is also in winter. Messages for Gemini. They're an air sign like you guys. Gemini messages. Oh, you know what? I think it's in this deck of anything. Gemini messages for Gemini. This person could have darker features. They could have had a harder life in the beginning, perhaps. Maybe they have Sag and Capricorn placements, or those kind of themes are coming up in general. Your belief systems and your overall reputation with the world, your long-term goals, your ability to manifest what you desire into reality. Interesting, we have sugar here. Any other messages for Gemini? Healing something with Jupiter energy. Okay, interesting. I think we'll take sugar, and we'll see if that applies. Just give me a moment. There it is, 149. Maybe you're changing something about your real estate. Definitely Sagittarius energy here, though. This could be like a new way of thinking, a new mental perspective shift on how you think about your emotions, how you think about your mother. Sacred sweetness, pleasure, and attraction. Oh, how sugar dances on the tongue. No matter how intellectual or scholarly our pursuit, sugar reminds us of our longing for simple pleasures. Until the 12th century, our need for sweetness, it is after all one of the 5 essential tastes in Ayurveda, was fulfilled by raw honey offered by the bees. This material had many medicinal properties and was known in alchemy as the sacred elixir. You might also want to look up the spirit animal of the bee. Now, most of our sources of sweetness, both literally and metaphorically, are highly processed, defined for us by a culture of consumption. This card is a call to explore the simple sweetness in life. Can you add tenderness to your alchemical experiment? How about joy, even laughter? Maybe you work really hard and you don't allow enough room for hobbies, joy, fun, dating, creativity, kind of just radiating from your soul, your heart. It is likely the pleasure you crave will not be found from manufactured means, but from the childlike wonder residing in the heart. Yeah, I think you need to like dispel or get rid of old structures from like hierarchy and like that kind of stuff. They have a place and they have a use, but there can also be constricting factors in the structures. So maybe you're pondering like what are the right structures, what aren't, especially as Saturn is moving retrograde in Pisces, allowing us to reform and restructure and let go of fears in our subconscious realm. So let's see. Remember the alchemical wisdom that like attracts like. So especially if you reform the structures of how your mind thinks, then you're able to vibrate at a higher frequency. Your aura increases, which allows you to become more of the sun, and suddenly the planets revolve around the sun, right? So you're shifting reality into your favor. So we have pleasure is healing in and of itself. What is the simplest, most feasible means of joy you can participate in today? It does not have to be big and boisterous. Joy is everywhere. Maybe remember childhood memories. What did you enjoy doing as a child? Remember how happy like candy used to make you like a lollipop or something. The power of attraction or aversion. So the more enjoyment you send out in the world, especially now that Venus is rising, we can see her on the horizon. She's coming out of the underworld. Whatever Venus rules in our lives, which rules self-esteem, which rules our love, relationships, money, our enjoyment of life, our pleasures, anything like that will finally be accessible to us, and we'll be able to attract what we desire again. One of the sugar's physical attributes, especially after a period when she was in the underworld, kind of from April, March, exiting that phase, is stickiness. See how this concept reflects the cards within the reading and the personalities involved. Attachment rarely serves. Interesting. So there could be a need to let go of previous structures mentally as well. Let's see what winter is doing here for you guys. Maybe you're reflecting on the past winter. 117. Definitely a new gateway opening up in relation to business contracts. Maybe dealing with a Libra. Solace, the pause, and the hermit. In alchemy, winter comes first. It is the beginning, the origin. So maybe you're contemplating the origin and how it's affected your ability to enjoy your life. Let's see, we naturally turn inward. So this is all about reflecting. The mind and the heart. A place of quiet, a single flame reconnects us to the mystery of our existence and the miracle of breath. Okay, it indicates we are suspended in pause. This is not the time for doing anything. Yeah, especially not today with Moon square Uranus. It will become better by Wednesday, but we're having a lot of interesting oppositional square energy with Pluto moving on in the month. So there's a lot of intense energy, especially as we come to that full moon in Capricorn late in July, at the point when the Sun will be, I believe, what was it? Yeah, opposing or scoring Pluto at that time. So a lot of intense energy right now, transformative energy. So you might need to tap into the occult, into the deep subconscious, into everything that Scorpio rules, which is like deep psychological patterns, the dirty truth of the matter, strategy, trauma, power, rebirth. Okay, so let's see. Let's get some deeper messages. Sorry, I'm so goofy. Got to keep it light some way. Tell us about Gemini people and placements. Yeah, you could be working hard at something, or maybe your own lack of enjoyment led you to work harder than rather than just attract it. Like you purposely exerted, or maybe there's a need to like work on your goals for your own personal contentment and peace and happiness and emotions. Though I think is what you're working on definitely at this time. It looks like you're manifesting a good relationship or a sense of harmony in love in your life emotionally. So okay, I think I'm gonna just move on from that and get deeper with something else. Gemini. Tell us about Gemini people and placements, Gemini energy. What did the Geminis watching? Yeah, definitely Venusian energy could be manifesting a partnership, a better partnership. Messages for Gemini people and placements. What do you need Gemini to know? Thank you. Yeah, this could be with a fire sign maybe, or like something about this is grounded yet passionate. A good balance of tapping into your enjoyment, into your passions, into your sensuality. The Kundalini energy. Messages, please. Yeah, there could be you could be communicating with this person. You could travel with them. You could communicate how passionate you are for this connection with them. Messages for Gemini. Yeah, this is a wish fulfillment for you. Looks like you're very emotionally attached, which is really, really good. This could be somebody from the winter months as well. Alchemy. This person could be a Sagittarius because basically that rules alchemy. So this person could really help you to tap in and transform in some kind of sense as well. But let's see what's coming towards you. Maybe they're helping you on your self-love journey. What is headed towards Gemini at this time? Tell us what is headed towards Gemini. What is the future for Gemini? People watching. The people watching with Gemini. Okay, why is a lack of healing headed? Tell us about Gemini. Maybe there's like a chaotic, frenzied energy. King of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. The Tower. You could be coming out of a long-term commitment with something that burdened you, someone that burdened you, something that burdened you. So let's go ahead and see best advice. Oh, Lord. I just knocked over an entire deck. I'll pick that up later. Oh, half the deck, actually. Interesting. So do see the cup as half full. Messages for Gemini. Best advice, please. What do you need them to do and know to rectify and make the best use? New approaches to old problems, new events and possibilities, enthusiasm for life and acceptance. So things are changing, and you're doing this so that you can come to a better sense of harmony, so you can manifest your true desires into reality by enjoying life more. Look at the world from a different perspective. Have you Pisces energy here, subconscious energy here. Take action on your ideas. Ace of Wands. Tap into what brings you inspiration, what is divinely ordained for you, what lights you up. Will to create energy, inspiration, creation, force, strength, and gain. Okay, any last messages of advice for Gemini? Worrying changes nothing. Decide your next step. So there is like a heavy, Pluto can rule paranoia when it's squaring up and opposing other planets throughout this week and throughout this month. There could be a paranoid energy if we're not leaning into doing this deep subconscious shadow work ourselves. So let's see if you do take the advice and looking at the world from a different perspective and taking a new approach and taking action on your ideas. Let's see what the future. Let's grab one more piece of advice before we see what the future then is. Best advice for Gemini. Okay, Spirit has a plan. 35. I think Sag got this in reverse in the last reading that I did. Let's see. 35. Not that there's anything connected. I don't know. In nature, the koala moves slowly in the branches of the eucalyptus, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or competition. So there is a need to slow down because there could be prone to accidents, very dangerous accidents actually this week. Chasing around every distraction keeps us from recognizing that we have all we need and that Spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly, especially in business, contracts, relationships, marriage, anything like that, with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire as you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully. You begin to radiate the joy and abundance you seek. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure, and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you, and know that you are loved and cherished. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Any other messages for Gemini that you'd like them to take to improve their situation, to lead to the best outcome, the best manifestation for Gemini? Trust in the magic. That was almost White Raven coming out. Maybe you're entering a better give and take with somebody, or a better way to negotiate a give and take with somebody as well. So let's see if Gemini takes this advice. What is their future? Ace of Wands, so being able to tap into your passion. Okay, in the future, fast movement towards it. It could be changes in your real estate or your family as well, in your emotions. Following your passions, going towards what brings you joy with gumption, with youth, with energy. Messages for Gemini's future if they follow your advice. Messages for Gemini. Coming out of singlehood, maybe? Messages for Gemini. Changing something financially. We'll get some tea leaf as well for Gemini. Grab this. Messages for Gemini people and placements. So you could be dealing with somebody who has darker features, maybe masculine, zodiac signs involved. There could be temporary problems that you're overcoming, coming out of the darkness about things that are being fixed, especially in relation to your work. Do pay attention to your job. Messages for Gemini. It doesn't look like anything's working against you, though, in your work, which is really good, Gemini. Maybe you need to keep an eye out so that it doesn't. Do be careful about pregnancy at this time as well. Messages for Gemini people. Whoa. Messages for Gemini. Gemini messages for Gemini people and placements. Something could be happening, maybe a new job or a raise, or something new, like an abundance of something is coming, and you could feel it maybe. A new home or a new attitude. Messages for Gemini. Because the reason attitude comes up is because, especially after a disappointment in your real estate or something, maybe you're going to come into good fortune actually. And yeah, love that. Messages for Gemini. Excitement again. Wow. An exciting event, excitement right above that. You could feel this kind of stirring energy that what you're manifesting, what you desire, the fun that you want to create in the future is coming. Messages for Gemini. Yeah, something that you love a lot. Interesting. This person could be a good person for you. Gemini. Messages for Gemini. They could be caring or nurturing, fun, youthful. Messages for Gemini. Time to act. Interesting. So you could be beginning to take a position of authority, strategy. Messages for Gemini. Maybe you need to tap more into your intuition as well. Okay, best advice for Gemini, please. Best advice for Gemini going forward. Ornaments, interesting. Wow. A fragile beauty becoming upon thy. Interesting, Gemini. Let's grab the other deck, see if there's anything in there. Messages for Gemini people and placements. Yeah, definitely a union with somebody. Messages for Gemini people and placements. Gemini. Oh. Messages for Gemini people and placements, please. Gemini energy, Gemini people and placements. We have the lover that almost came out. That's your card. The heart again. Wow. Okay, the thread, the threshold. So yeah, something's definitely manifesting for you guys. Could be in relation to something you desire. Venus is finally coming out of the dark, right? So her power will be stronger. She'll be able to attract whatever you enjoy, whatever you desire. Something could be changing as well for you in some kind of sense to make this happen, of course. Let's get some other messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini people and placements. What do you need them to know? Gemini people and placements. A fiery climax approaches. A full moon in Aries. Interesting. The end of a tough cycle approaches. A fiery climax approaches. That's definitely excitement energy right there. Let's see more messages for Gemini people and placements. Gemini people and placements. Gemini. Gentlemen. There could be someone you met at work. They could be offering their heart to you. There could be an increase of finances here. Messages for Gemini. This person could be offering a home. Messages for Gemini. Gemini people or placements. Yeah, I think you're going to actually stay close to who you know. You're not going to really maybe meet like other people. I think you're staying dedicated. You feel like there's a sense of birth here, a sense of anchoring here, a creation, a marriage that could take place here. Okay, Gemini, messages for Gemini. Gemini people in placements. Sagittarius energy here, so definitely something lucky, optimistic, changing your beliefs. Sagittarius can be ruled by Jupiter, which rules your husband or your partner, your long-term spiritual spouse, that brings abundance to you, wisdom, expansion, the highest ideals of something. Beautiful. Okay, Gemini. Virgo. So you could have met this person at work, something about finance. Maybe you both will work on your finances together. Someone could help ground somebody as well. Let's see. Best advice for Gemini, please. Best advice for Gemini people. 10 in the reverse. Let's go and grab that and see if that has anything pertinent to tell us. 6, 10 in the reverse. One unfinished. No, I don't think that is. Procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink or let you get so. Okay, let's see. I don't know if that was meant to come out of the deck. Messages for Gemini. It says a change for the better is coming. You'll be playing a different role. Messages for Gemini. Let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. This could be in relation to real estate mistakes, family mistakes, emotional mistakes. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath the tree garden, or sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the vast, limitless vastness. Messages for Gemini people in placements. Gemini's messages. Messages for Gemini people in placements. Yeah, this could have been a previous lover from a previous era, lifetime, reincarnation, maybe in Egypt. This could be coming from like 2,000 years ago, something like that. There could be something about the occult here. You both could be very logical as well. Best advice for Gemini. Best advice for Gemini people in placements. I am here and I am safe. Something about finances. Maybe you're taking more assertion over your finances, more self-esteem in relation to that. A new beginning in your assertion. With every breath, I release anxiety and fear within me. You're coming to be a leader emotionally and self-esteem-wise, so that'll improve your finances and your money. Yeah, which will improve your health. Okay. Messages for Gemini people in placements. Gemini. Tell us about Gemini. Messages for Gemini people in placements. Somebody here is monogamous. Messages for Gemini. Yeah, this new home situation, or maybe a Sagittarius, they are monogamous, and the man is also monogamous. You can trust them, and you can trust him. Specifically a masculine you can trust as well. A family member could be watching over you. Messages for Gemini. Not your best friend, though. Somebody else. Messages for Gemini. Family member, I think. Or maybe a best friend. Messages for Gemini. Especially if they felt like family, maybe. Messages for Gemini. Gemini. Any other messages you need Gemini to know? Childhood memories, current partner. You could feel like a child with this person. They could make music. They could like music. Their boss won't want sex from them. They could be a businesswoman. Maybe a lot of people talk about this woman. They could get better along with women. They don't want to be the opposite gender, and they're not threatened by you. I hope so. Yeah, I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you'd like to leave a tip. The more interaction on these readings, I really appreciate. I really love seeing views and likes and comments because it motivates me to put more readings out. So it's really encouraging, and thank you for your time. Take care.